Did you know your Samsung Galaxy is packed with hidden features that can improve productivity, make everyday tasks easier, and even help protect your phone if it gets lost or stolen? So in today's video, I'm going to show you some incredibly useful Samsung Galaxy features that many users don't even know exist, from AI tools and multitasking features to security and accessibility settings. So there's something here for everyone. And before we begin, I'm giving away a Samsung wireless charger to one lucky subscriber. So if you'd like to enter, please check the description below. All the giveaway rules and the instructions are listed there, so make sure to read them carefully. Also, if you enjoy videos like this, please smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and let me know in the comments which feature was your favorite. So let's get started. So imagine walking down the street and suddenly remembering something important you need to do later. So rather than typing it out, you can simply launch the voice recorder from your lock screen and you can go ahead and speak your reminder instantly. So here I've pressed the voice recorder and it's recording my voice. So instead of unlocking your phone and searching for an app, you can access the voice recorder in seconds whenever you need it. So this is perfect for capturing reminders, ideas, meeting notes, or important information before you forget. So Samsung's voice recorder is also packed with useful tools like organizing recordings, transcription support on supported devices. So let me show you how you can add a voice recorder widget to your lock screen. So here there's two ways to do this. So you can go ahead and add a normal widget to your lock screen, or you can go ahead and use Lockstar module to add a recording widget to your lock screen. So I'll show you the first way. So we'll go ahead and open up the lock screen customization. Here we'll go ahead and tap on your widget bar here, just below your time. I'll just go ahead and make this slightly bigger so you know where it is. So your widget bar is right there, add widgets. Tap on this and go ahead and find your voice recorder. So this is the voice recorder widget you can add. You can add a 1x1 or 2x1. It's completely up to you. Now, if you have the Lockstar module installed from GoodLock, you can go ahead and open up your lock screen customization, then tap on Lockstar and then tap on App Widgets. Now from here, go ahead and find the voice recorder and then go ahead and add this. So here you can go ahead and add this. Now once that's done, press done and then go ahead and lock your device. Now when you go ahead and wake it up, you can go ahead and start your voice recording from here or here. So this feature saves time and ensures important thoughts are never forgotten. It's especially useful for students, professionals, and anyone who regularly capture ideas throughout the day. Now Samsung's multitasking features are among the best on Android, and App Pair makes them even better. So for example, you can open up YouTube and Samsung Notes together while studying like this. Or you can go ahead and open up TikTok and Gallery during a road trip. So App Pair allows you to save two apps together in split screen mode. So once created, a single tap launches both the app exactly as you configured them. So here I have three icons, which I've basically configured. One is for TikTok and Gallery, another one is Gallery and YouTube, and the other one is YouTube and Notes. So you can save these shortcuts to your home screen or your edge panel for quick access whenever you need them. So no need to go ahead and open up one single app and then open the other app with it. So how do you do this? To do this, you want to go ahead and open up one app, say for example, Galaxy Store. Now here you want to go ahead and create an app pair with Galaxy Store. So you want to go ahead and open up the task manager, go ahead and tap on Galaxy Store at the top here on the text, and then go ahead and tap on Open in Split Screen View. Now next, you want to go ahead and choose the other app. So let's say for example, you want to go ahead and choose Samsung Health. So here you have Galaxy Store at the top, and at the bottom you have Samsung Health. Now you can go ahead and decide if you want to switch position. So for example, switch it from up to down or leave it as it is. Now once you're happy with this setup here, go ahead and tap on the middle line here, then tap on the star. And then here you can go ahead and add the app pair to your home screen or your edge panel. So I'll go ahead and add it to my home screen. And like this, if I go ahead and press home, you'll see that the app panel icon has been set up. So Store and the Health will open up in one tap like this. So this feature improves productivity by reducing repetitive action and helping you multitask more efficiently. So it turns your phone into a powerful productivity tool. Now modern smartphones are powerful, but they can sometimes be difficult to use with one hand. So imagine carrying shopping bags or standing on a crowded train with only one hand free. So one-handed mode allows you to comfortably use your phone without changing your grip, just like this here. So now using one-handed, I can go ahead and access my quick panel menu. I can open up my notification panel like this. And when I'm done, I can just double tap and return it back to normal. So Samsung's one-handed mode temporarily shrinks the display, making it easier to reach all the areas of the screen with your thumb. So it can be activated using gestures or buttons, depending on your setup. So this feature is particularly useful on larger Galaxy devices like the Ultra series. So how do you enable this? So to enable this, you want to go ahead and open up Settings, scroll down and find Advanced Features, and then scroll down and find One-Handed Mode. Tap on this. Go ahead and switch this on. So now here there's two ways of turning on one-handed mode. So you can go ahead and use the gesture mode or the button. So in gesture mode, just swipe down in the center of the bottom edge of the screen and that will turn on one-handed mode. Or you can go ahead and use the button to double tap start one-handed mode. So I really like the button as it's quite comfortable and it's quite precise. I'll press home, and now once I'm ready, just double tap, and now one-handed mode is enabled. Now from here I can go ahead and choose, so whether if I'm left-handed or right-handed, I can go ahead and change this over to my right side or left side, and I can go ahead and also change the size of the screen. So let's say I'm not comfortable with this small screen, I want it a bit larger, so I can go ahead and make this larger. And if I want to go ahead and move it to the bottom, I can do that as well. So I can have it here, or I can have it to the left-hand side. I can have it to the top left or top right. So it's completely up to you what you want to have. So it improves comfort and accessibility and reduces the chance of accidentally dropping your device while using it. Now Samsung's browser includes a powerful AI tool that can help you consume information faster. So imagine finding a long news article while you're busy. So instead of reading the entire page, Samsung AI can generate summaries in seconds. If the article is in another language, you can translate it instantly. So here I have a cricket article which I want to read. However, I don't have time to read all this. So I can go ahead and use the browsing assist in order to summarize this article for me. So browsing assist, you'll find it right here at the bottom. It has 2 stars on it. Go ahead and tap on this. And now you can go ahead and summarize it, translate or read highlights aloud. So if I tap on summarize, you'll see that it basically reads the whole article and tells you the main points of this article here. So I can go ahead and read this. At the top here, I can go ahead and choose if I want a standard summary or a detailed summary. Now here I can go ahead and translate it to another language as well. So if English is not my native language, I can go ahead and translate it into maybe Hindi or maybe in Russian or Korean. Now next, you can go ahead and even translate this entire web page into your preferred language. So say for example, it's English right now. I can go ahead and translate it into Japanese. And now everything will be in Japanese. Again, you can go ahead and translate it to Hindi as well. So you can go ahead and choose any language you like. You can go ahead and also add more languages to your menu. Now next, you can go ahead and tap on the star here and tap on read highlights aloud. So you can go ahead and let your phone read all the highlights for you. So here I'll go ahead and choose English. Now I can go ahead and also translate it into Hindi, make it read it in Hindi. So you can summarize long articles to quickly understand the key points, translate web pages into different languages, or have content read aloud to you. So this feature removes language barriers and makes browsing much more efficient. So this feature basically saves time, improves the accessibility, helps users stay informed more efficiently without relying on third-party apps. Now Samsung Notes becomes even more powerful when combined with voice recording. So imagine attending a lecture where information is being presented quickly. So you can focus on listening and writing key points while the recording captures everything else. So imagine attending a lecture where information is being presented quickly. So you have this lecturer who's basically reading all the notes. You don't have time to make all those notes. So here you can go ahead and start the voice recording on your Samsung Note. So you can focus on listening right now, go home, go ahead and open the recording, and then go ahead and write out all the key points while the recording captures everything else. So how do you do this? So here you can go ahead and open up your Samsung Notes. We'll create a new note. Now you're going to go ahead and tap the plus sign and then tap on voice recording. Now here the voice recording has started. So you can go ahead and be in a lecture room and you can start recording your lecturer's speech. So here, this is a simple that it's currently being recorded. You can press stop if the lecture is having a break. And if you want to continue, go ahead and press on this record button again. And this will start to continue recording from there. Now, once the class ends, you can go ahead and tap on the stop sign here. And this will stop the recording. Let's say, for example, this lecture was for 1 hour and you recorded for 1 hour. Now, of course, you don't want to go through that 1 hour of lecture notes. You want to basically see whatever is being said on text. So to do this, go ahead and tap on the 3 lines here, and then go ahead and choose your voice here. So here, these are all the voices which it has detected. Go ahead and choose your voices here. Say, for example, the first one, tap on the T icon, and this will transcribe it into English. So here, I'll tap and transcribe into English. And there you go. So it's transcribed everything, whatever I've said right now on video, into English. And now I can go ahead and tap on Add to the new page here. So now looking at this note, I can go ahead and make my very own notes. So like this, I can go through the list here and transcribe each of these recordings and add it to my Samsung notes. So you can record your voice or your lecturer's voice while taking notes. So this allows Samsung to capture both written information and audio at the same time. So on supported devices, transcription feature may also be available like I've shown you. So this is especially useful during meetings, lectures, or brainstorming sessions. So this feature reduces note-taking stress and ensures important details aren't missed, making it ideal for students and professionals. So this could be one of the most important Samsung features you'll hopefully never need to use. So Samsung and Google offer some powerful anti-theft feature that can help protect your device if it's ever lost or stolen. So the first feature is called remote lock. So this allows you to remotely secure your phone if it goes missing. So this helps prevent someone from accessing your personal data, apps, and account. So let me just show you where you can access this. So to find this, go ahead and tap on Settings, then scroll down and find Security and Privacy, and then find Lost Device Protection, then tap on Theft Protection. Now if you scroll down, you'll find Remote Lock. Tap on this. So here you can want to go ahead and turn this feature on. So when remote lock is on, you can lock your screen remotely if your device is lost or stolen. So how this works? So first you need to go ahead and open up this website, android.com/lock on any device, then enter in your device phone number to lock its screen. Now if you don't have this remote lock enabled, this won't work. So you need to make sure that is enabled. But here's something many people don't think about. What if a thief removes a SIM card or disconnects the phone from the internet? So this is where another feature comes in, and this is called the offline device lock. So if a suspicious activity is detected or the device goes offline after being stolen, the phone can automatically lock itself, adding an extra layer of protection. So this will lock the screen if your phone loses its network connection. So go ahead and turn this feature on. So these two features work best together and are definitely worth enabling on your Galaxy device. So imagine you're traveling, you realize your phone has been stolen, you quickly use the Google tool to remotely lock your device. Now, some thieves may try removing the SIM card to prevent tracking or remote access, but if you enabled the offline device lock, your phone can automatically lock itself even when it's no longer connected. So this helps keep your personal information protected when you need it the most. So our smartphone contains photos, banking apps, password messages, and sensitive information. So by enabling both the remote lock and the offline device lock, you significantly improve your phone's security and gain the extra peace of mind knowing your data remains protected even when the device goes offline. Now, if you create tutorials or help others use their phone, this feature is incredibly useful. So imagine recording a tutorial for YouTube or helping a family member learn a new feature. So the touch indicator shows every tap, reducing confusion. So as you can see, as I'm tapping anywhere on screen, you'll see a white dot appear where I tap. Now, if I go ahead and drag anything like that, you'll see a circle right there. So touch indicator displays a visual feedback whenever you tap the screen. So viewers can clearly see where you're pressing. It makes the demonstration much more easier to follow. So let me show you how to enable this. So to enable this, go ahead and open up Settings, scroll down and find the developer option. Now it won't be turned on by default. You need to go ahead and turn this on by going to About Phone, Software Information, and then go ahead and tap on Build Number multiple times until it says Developer Mode has been enabled. So you need to go ahead and tap at least 7 to 8 times. It'll ask you for a PIN number, enter a PIN number, and then developer mode will be enabled. Tap on this, scroll down, and here you want to find Show Tap Indicator or Show Taps. Go ahead and turn this feature on. So this will show a visual feedback for your taps. Now the tap indicator will depend on your device. Say for example, at S26, you'll have a white circle. On a S25, you'll have a yellow circle. So this feature improves clarity and accessibility making tutorials more professional and easier to viewers to understand. So those were some incredibly useful Samsung Galaxy features that can improve productivity, convenience, accessibility, and security. So which feature was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget, I'm giving away a Samsung wireless charger to one lucky viewer. Please make sure to check the description for the giveaway rules and instructions on how to enter. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future Samsung tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.